Data serialization lets apps share data in a common format. Imagine two applications trying to communicate. One is written in Python, the other in Ruby. They both want to access data from a third application. Without a shared data format, each app interprets the raw bytes differently. You get garbage instead of useful information. APIs solve the access problem, but they don't solve the understanding problem. That's where data serialization comes in. Serialization is the process of converting an application's in-memory data structures into a standardized format that can be stored in a file or transmitted over a network. The receiving application can then reconstruct that data in its own language. Think of it like translating between spoken languages. Python speaks Python, Ruby speaks Ruby, and JSON is the common language both understand. The three most common serialization formats are JSON, XML, and YAML. JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. Despite the name, it is completely language independent. Applications in any programming language can generate and interpret JSON. It is human-readable, widely supported by REST APIs, and explicitly tested on the CCNA exam under topic Tainted 7, Recognize Components of JSON-Encoded Data. Here's a real example. A JSON object representing a network interface shows key-value pairs. The key is the variable name, and the value is what it holds. Even without knowing JSON rules, you can read this data. The interface name is Gigabit Ethernet 1/1. Status is up, IP address is 192.168.1.1, and so on. JSON has 4 primitive data types. First, string. A string is an alphanumeric text value, always enclosed in double quotes. Any value in double quotes is a string, even if it looks like a number or boolean. For example, the number 5 in quotes is a string, not a number. This is the most common exam trap. Second, number. A number is a numeric value without quotes, like 5 or 101.25. Third, boolean. Booleans have only 2 values, true and false, and they must be lowercase. True or false are invalid in JSON. Fourth, null. Null represents the intentional absence of a value and is always lowercase. Null is invalid. Remember, quotes change type. Anything in double quotes is a string. Now for structured data types. A JSON object is an unordered set of key-value pairs enclosed in curly braces. Unordered means the order of pairs does not matter. Keys must always be strings. Values can be any JSON type, including another object, creating nested objects. A colon separates each key from its value, and commas separate pairs. There must not be a trailing comma after the last pair. For example, an object with 2 keys, device and interface config, where each value is itself a complete object with its own key-value pairs. This nesting is how JSON represents complex hierarchical data. The second structured type is the array. An array is an ordered set of values, enclosed in square brackets. Unlike objects, arrays are ordered, so the position of each value matters. For example, an array called interfaces might contain 3 string values, while another array called random values might contain a string, a number, a boolean, and null. Values are comma separated, and there must not be a trailing comma after the last value. White space, including spaces, line breaks, and tabs, is insignificant in JSON. It is used only for human readability. A pretty printed JSON document and a minified one with all white space removed are identical to the parser. The CCNA exam tests your ability to read JSON, not write it. The exam will present JSON snippets and ask you to identify errors. Here are the most common traps. First, uppercase booleans and null. True, false, and null are all invalid. They must be lowercase. Second, missing commas between key value pairs. Third, trailing commas after the last pair. Fourth, wrong separators. Keys and values must be separated by colons, not dashes or other characters. Fifth, unclosed braces or brackets. Every opening curly brace needs a closing one, and every opening square bracket needs a closing one. Use this checklist: lowercase booleans and null, colon separators, commas between pairs, but not after the last, and matching braces and brackets. Let's practice. The question asks, which statement is true about this JSON data? Option 1. The value of allowed IPs is a JSON object. False. It is an array enclosed in square brackets. Option 2. The value of port is a JSON number. False. It is enclosed in double quotes, making it a string. Option 3. There is one nested object. True. The value of management access is a nested object. Option 4. It is invalid JSON. False. The syntax is valid. The correct answer is option 3. XML stands for Extensible Markup Language. It uses HTML-like tags with an opening tag, value, and closing tag. XML is less human-readable than JSON, but is commonly supported by REST APIs. Many Cisco iOS show commands can display output in XML format by adding a pipe format flag to the command. Like JSON, white space is insignificant in XML. YAML stands for YAML Ain't Markup Language. It was originally called Yet Another Markup Language, but was renamed to emphasize its purpose as a data serialization format. YAML is the most human-readable of the three formats. It uses indentation to define hierarchy instead of braces, brackets, or commas. The critical difference: whitespace is significant in YAML. Proper indentation defines the structure, unlike JSON and XML, where formatting is optional. Data serialization converts application data into a standardized format for storage or transmission. JSON, XML, and YAML are the three most common formats. JSON uses curly braces for objects and square brackets for arrays. It has four primitive types: string, number, boolean, and null. JSON objects are unordered, arrays are ordered, and whitespace is insignificant. XML uses tags and is less readable. YAML uses indentation and is the most readable, but whitespace matters. For the CCNA exam, focus on recognizing JSON components and spotting common syntax errors.